pins are gone.
What? The pins?
The pins?
Whoa. Oh, no,
Oh,
that's in
no.
North Central Positronics. The regular pins in General Chat are still there.
Oh, don't scare me like that.
Holy baby
Don't worry,
Jesus.
I got myself first.
I was about to have anxiety poops.
There they are.
Speaking of, let me take a piss break before we get started.
Hell yeah.
That is a wise choice. I
But
too must go.
yeah, I mean, like, if you still bounce off of Homestuck after you finish Act 1, you did your time, you put in your
Okay.
work, you clocked
fair.
in, you clocked out. Anybody who gives you shit is wrong.
I'll add it to my list of many things that everyone tells me I should watch, and I'm like, I totally will, and then I never do.
I mean,
what
like,
I do.
the thing about the comic that really gets my goat is that Act 5 restarts the comic.
Oh.
Basically,
Lame.
not literally, but like Act 5 rolls around and they're like, okay, we're gonna do Act 1 again, but slightly different. And like, I understand that's the bit, but like, holy shit. We just got through Act 4. I do not want Act 1 again, but different.
Yeah.
That is the opposite of my desire.
It
With-
is his undesire.
My anti-desire.
Antire.
Sorry, I'm laughing at that. I'm also laughing at something that
Okay, good.
our friend Theo posted in the chat. Let me just...
Oh my god, amazing. Oh shit.
Oh,
Cool, ready to rock and
What
roll.
in cousin fucking tarnation, Alabama Betty Crocker, Miss fucking Betty White shit is this? Holy shit.
Oh my god, it's so good. That's amazing. Also, I love anything that has Ashniko remotely involved in it.
Yeah.
what is Ashniko?
She's a fantastic, angry, progressive, feminist female rapper who doesn't give a fuck.
Beautiful.
She brings out the weird, angry slut in me, and I love her for it.
Right, yes. I was just trying to remember what the fuck happened last time. And last time we went to the crime mall.
We did. We stocked up on some shit. I killed that one guy real fast. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast.
I mean, I didn't know it was going to be that fast either, to be quite frank.
Yeah,
He
you put
popped
him
out
down real good. It was real hot.
He startled me. He popped out of nowhere, and I was like, "Pachow!" Oops.
I was expecting an interrogation, but a one-hit kill will have to do.
I was also expecting interrogation, and then I aimed too well. You know how that is.
possible to hit things too good.
Sometimes, apparently, I was trying to hit him kind of well, and then I just got, I was in the moment, and I was like, "Pachoo, poo."
Oh, you know what? This is a teachable moment. In the event, if you had wanted to take him prisoner, I mean, it's okay. It's perfectly acceptable if you want to just fucking murk this guy. Like, he's a big orc. He looks scary. I'm going to kill him. But you can split the
Christ.
damage.
Oh, that's good to know.
Let me look it
Next
up
time we'll do that.
for you. Or will
Because
I
I
look it up?
also thought we were going to ask some questions, but then I was like, headshot. Oops.
Headshot.
That's weird.
You know when you're just accidentally too OP? Ha 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 ha.
We got multiple attacks. Splitting the damage.
Which means on this round I'll probably suck.
Sometimes an attacker really just wants to put the hurt on an opponent instead of killing them. In this case, the attacker can choose to call a shot to split damage between damage tracks. Shots like this represent things like intentionally shooting the trauma plate on an armor jacket or shooting from a thicker padding on armor clothing. To make a split damage attack, the target has to be wearing armor, and the attacker's armor piercing needs to be less than that armor. So you cannot you cannot split the damage when shooting APDS at someone in armor clothing. In that situation, you just can't keep the bullet from drawing blood. If the attack is successful, the damage is split between the two condition monitors. If the damage was an odd number, make the stun damage the higher value. If the modified total damage value of the attack is less than the modified armor value of the defense, the attack ends up doing only half damage and all of it is stun instead.
So do I have to call it before I even make the shot?
Yes. You have to say, oh man, I want to split the damage. And I'll be like, oh, BKB.
Okay. Well, I'll have to remember that for next time.
So I leave for a moment and we're in combat.
No.
No.
Right. Here are
Okay.
the called shots you can make. Blast out of hands. Right. All called shots incur a -4 penalty and cost a free action in addition to the basic attack action. So it uses up your free action for the turn as you aim carefully.
It's so risky then.
Oh yeah, it's super risky.
No.
I mean, like, did you know that taking hostages can be super valuable? And so the
I
game,
did, and it's so much easier in D&D.
isn't it?
Well, it really is.
That being said, you can also, if you want to take prisoners, you can have prisoner taking weapons, like a gun that you have that has gel rounds.
Yo.
And when it comes to gel rounds, if you've got your gel round gun out and you actually want to hurt someone, you can make a called shot harder knock, which makes it so an attack that normally does stun damage does physical instead. This called shot is basically like you are aiming at some place particularly physically vulnerable, like someone's
Right,
nose
you're aiming
or
for vitals.
yeah. And like if you shoot someone in the nose with a gel round, like you can't just fucking kill them. Push nose up into brain.
It's true. It only takes 2 pounds of pressure.
Hey.
Shockingly little.
Mm-hmm.
And
6 pounds
then
of pressure to pull off a human ear.
Yum.
I
You
understand.
have a lot of interesting facts.
We're very knowledgeable like that. Ha 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 ha.
and of course you can target a vital area to give you +2 damage value at a cost of -4 to hit. And you can
Good to
actually
know.
make multiple attacks so long as your weapon permits it. Like
Yeah, what do you mean I can make multiple attacks?
So, this action represents both attacking multiple times from a single melee weapon and attacking with 2 different weapons, a firearm and melee at once. But your dice pool is calculated with all wound modifiers and the full recoil of all attacks if it's a ranged attack, and then is split as evenly as possible between all attacks you wish to make, and each attack is handled separately. So, let's say you're at a -3 on your condition monitor, you're super desperate, there's someone who's nearby and someone who's far away, and you've got a knife and a gun. So you knife the guy who's close, and then you fire at the guy who's far away. So you take your agility, you take your melee weapons, you take your ranged weapon of choice, you subtract 6 because your wound penalty is applied to each attack.
Fun.
Then that number gets divided in half, and then you handle each attack separately.
Sounds like a lot, but I get it for
Right.
the most part.
Right.
Well, that's good to know. Next time I'll check with the gang before I make instant headshots.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Havoc certainly wasn't grossed out at the at the sight of orc blood everywhere.
Listen, you asked us to take care of him while you took care of the smoke grenade. I didn't want you to have to work too hard for too long. That's all.
Well, like, I know it was a life or death situation. We didn't know how many of them that there were. But, I mean, he didn't even start out with lethal force. He could have come in here guns blazing and probably killed all of us, but he didn't.
I mean, I assumed that the smoke grenade was meant to make it very easy for him to pick us off.
Maybe, but do you know that for sure?
One does not throw a smoke grenade intending to just like snunk around. All right, it's usually if he had those goggles in that smoke. I'm just saying, pretty sure he was the sniper type.
If he was a sniper type, he wouldn't have entered the building. There were plenty of windows.
Anyways, I accidentally shot him in the brains, and I'm very, very sorry. I did not mean to.
I mean, we don't know that he wasn't also being taken over in the head, like Nighthawk. Would you have done that to him?
Combat, and I shot him, and now he's dead, and I apologize. Can we please move on?
But would you have done it to Nighthawk, though?
Probably not. Because he's my boy.
Noted.
I probably would have shot him. Now I'll ask to shoot him in the leg. All I said was to shoot him, and now I know to say, can I shoot them in the kneecap or something? I left where the bullet was going too vague, and the DM decided it was going to go in the head.
Hey, man, I'm just following the rules. You mean to say that you haven't read the rule book from cover to cover yet?
Reynold?
Yes.
This is going to shock you. I have not.
Oh, fuck!
I have not.
It's okay. Neither have I.
So,
Especially pages 214 to Jesus Christ, 272, because that's the Matrix section, and holy fucking shit.
Next time I'll shoot him in the kneecaps. I'm sorry, Havoc. I did not mean to gross you out with the orc brains. It was very in the moment. I reacted.
No, it's fine. It's done. It's done.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So, what are you guys gonna do with the rest of your? Oh, geez, you guys should. Did you guys go to sleep?
I would love to sleep. Well, no, we did. We had those fucked up dreams.
Wouldn't mind
Then we went to
sleeping
the
again.
crime mall. But now, yeah, it might be the end of the day.
Oh no! If you guys did rest, considering how late it was, it's afternoon of what is technically the 4th day. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. If you guys want to take some more time off because Painkiller is gonna fucking die, that's acceptable. If you guys want to exploit your contacts and do some investigating, that's also cool. If you guys want to run into Seattle, downtown Seattle, guns blazing, pushing presumably innocent civilians up against the wall, asking them where the fridge is, you can go right ahead and do that. That last one might not be so effective.
Maybe not that last one.
Yeah, we need a little prep on them.
Yeah. I'll probably just do some basic contact hitting up, although I've kind of put as many feelers out as I can think of immediately.
Oh, you've got feelers, but now it's time to check the traps.
Yeah. That's what I mean, is I'll just do check-ins. We'll let PK rest. We don't want him to die.
I wouldn't suggest calling Winston. You've tapped him enough.
Yeah.
You might want to call him later. Like, I'm not saying no more Winston for you. I'm saying he'll
call me.
Right.
He'll call me.
He just got you that information. He has done you so many favors in the past few days. If he does not lay low for a while, people are gonna start asking questions.
Call him favors anymore. Right.
Right. And I mean, if you wanna destroy Winston's career because you care more about doing the job than you do about your dear Winnie, you go right ahead and do that. But
that's my future husband. I would not do that to him. He doesn't know it, but I'm gonna trap his ass. That way, I'll just have connections for my whole life.
Do we want to make an update to our Mr. Smith?
Our Johnson? Yeah,
Yeah.
we can talk to our Johnson.
Maybe he has more information.
Yeah, we definitely know that the fridge is still in Redmond.
The Frage.
The fridge is still in Redmond.
Oh no, it's no longer in Redmond. It is in downtown now.
Oh, that's right. Maybe we can ask him to put some feelers out around downtown. He and his company would probably be able to do it. far more inconspicuously than we could.
That's a distinct possibility.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Mm-hmm. You never know until you try. So that's probably what I'll do on my turn, but I don't know what everybody else wants to do with their day.
I'm going to focus on helping PK recover. I think that once per day I can recast healing to try and help.
Oh no, you can keep casting healing as much as you want.
I think I'll look that up.
But I'd say the only issue is that you will suffer drain, which you will then need to recover.
Yeah.
That's why having a healer is so valuable.
That's why we love our Havoc.
I have those nice little rejuvenating patches for what is it? Stun damage.
Yes, but those are only temporary. They come back to bite you later.
Nah, that's not how they. That's totally how they work.
I was about to say, that's not how they used to work.
It used to be so good.
But that is
okay.
how they work now.
I was double wrong on the rules as written for the heal spell. Any boxes of physical damage your target still has after any boxes are healed magically can only be healed by time and rest. I can't do anything.
Oh, interesting.
Unless you want to rule that differently.
No, I didn't know that. That sounds anything that ups the brutality it makes me happy.
Fair enough.
That's his whole thing.
I'm just here to watch you squirm.
He here to bring the pain.
Thank you for
Consider me
volunteering. But so I mean, at this point, all you can do is offer well wishes, and I don't know, maybe get him some high quality Nutrisoy
I can do that.
instead of the piss you've been stealing.
We ate pretty well when we went to that the magic
The
place. and went on
Friendship
that boat ride.
Cafe.
The Friendship Cafe. That's right. That's what it was
I mean, if I
called.
was feeling really ambitious, I could go get us dinner from there, but I don't want to burn a hole in my new.
Yeah, that's a
passport.
bit of a journey.
I mean, Havoc, if you want to spend like the entire day taking a trip to Ambassador Isle, picking up some Happiness Cafe takeout and bringing it back, like it'll give everybody a healing boost.
You know, I think I will actually do that because I don't have any other feelers to throw out there, so I'm just gonna say
Do you?
I'm assuming.
Oh, I'll throw like 50 new yen.
No, don't worry about that. Use that to pay your contacts. This is my treat.
Oh, okay. That's a fair deal. I won't argue with that. Thank you, Havoc.
You're welcome. I kind of wanted to get out of my own head for a little while. I could use the walk.
It's not
That's
like
a little fun gameplay.
it's not like something has taken up residence in your head. Not like you have a
Not at all.
not like you all have a new nasty neighbor.
What a nasty, nasty neighbor too.
What a nasty
they ran-
neighbor.
And I would know. I have some nasty neighbors, but they're the right kind of nasty, you know.
Doing the nasty, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what the fuck is the name of the restaurant? Is it literally called the Happiness Restaurant? I don't remember.
I think it was Friendship Cafe, right?
Yes,
Friendship
it's the
Cafe.
it is the Friendship
So
Cafe.
wholesome. So fucking wholesome.
Friendship. For those
Oh,
who
man.
remember the Mortal Kombat Friendship Fatality.
Real food. So Havoc has got that. What are the rest of you chowderheads wants to do?
I'm just polishing off grenades.
Well, let's say you do have a bunch of those now. It is time for you to invest in your pocket economy.
Ah, heck. Alright, I'm gonna wear one of those, things where you just plug them in, like this little belt strap, ammo strap. I'm gonna get one of those.
I don't know. I like the idea of you having just a very deep pocket filled with grenades.
Whoops. Drop one.
Elbow deep.
What's that clinking noise? Don't worry about it.
I have a big
I never
keychain.
do.
I have a big keychain.
Yes, I have deep pockets. Very deep pockets.
I mean, do you want to ask Nicodemus any questions?
Oh, he is not as helpful as he may appear.
I'm just saying, all of the advice he has given you has been dead on. Now that you have the benefit of hindsight, everything he says makes perfect sense.
Does it?
If you need some more inspiration, hints, or explanation, you can ask me questions.
Sure thing. Hey, Nicodemus, how's it hanging? There's some weird stuff going online.
Can Chatterbox just be behind Farsight, like rubbing his shoulders and being like, "You got this, buddy"? Give him some like charisma blessing somehow.
Sadly,
Cool.
no. And so all of Nicodemus's responses have been in response to certain questions or in response to certain comments.
Mm.
So you'll have to post something on the Tower of Babel forum, and then, you know, maybe he'll catch the hook. Also, Havoc.
Yeah. Oh no.
That was an ominous pause.
You know, I might have done. I might have forgotten that.
And that is why I'm here to remind you.
Thank you. That was on the wall of the apartment building before we got into Zombie's actual place.
Yes. And it jumped out to you as something particularly of note, but no one else seemed to notice it. You get the impression that it's an awakened thing.
And when we had gone into that place, I didn't have the same awareness that I do now.
No, you did not currently have a sensing when you first witnessed it. You could ask around about it, or you could take a little detour.
Take a little detour.
Very well then. Do you call a cab?
Yeah, I'll call a cab.
Sweet.
I've got the cash for that.
Let me see if I can find the specific image. Come on. Give me the goods. Give me the
I
goods,
believe in
Google.
you.
If you
I
bring up
believe
the
in you.
image of the cabbie from VTM, I'm gonna shit.
No, I'm trying to find the cabbie from the Genesis Shadowrun game.
Um,
God damn it. Oh well. You call a pull up orcish cab. You pay 40 new yen, and he takes you to the address described. And when he drives off, he's just like, "Oh fuck! I hope I don't have to pick him back up." Because this place is still fucking creepy.
so creepy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it didn't
no.
brighten up in a day?
No.
The clouds didn't part?
Sadly, no. Man, this is Blade Runner. The clouds aren't going to
Yeah,
part until the
shocked.
evil is vanquished.
I was like, I'm shocked.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely go into that place and try to find the same magical infused graffiti.
What is the associated role with a sensing?
I believe it is
It's intuition.
intuition. Oh, cool.
So you find the premonition graffito. You may roll intuition and a sensing. For this roll, your limit is your magic.
Ah, wonderful. That's what I like to hear. That is going to be 2 hits.
2 hits.
Pick up the scent.
You can tell that it is definitely a magical graffito. You touch it and it pulses with some sort of power. And like when you view it in the astral realm, like it leaks out of its letters. It jumps off the wall.
Like its own little neon sign.
No.
No?
More like a benevolent miasma. More like a cloud of pollen.
Oh. Interesting.
Tendrils of magical energy whip off of it.
That's way more than I thought it was going to be.
It becomes apparent to you that it was laid here rather recently. Perhaps a few weeks ago.
So it's bright, it's recent, it has tendrils. Do I think that I can remember enough about its appearance to recognize something made in the same style?
Yes, you could.
Interesting. I don't suppose that I can take this information and it's just this word. There's no sort of definable trail. There's no errant drops of paint on the ground.
No. But there is a power there.
Okay.
A power yet untapped. I play a basic forest.
Power.
It comes into play untapped.
I was gonna make a magic joke too.
Nope, too late. I'm tapping my forest.
But I didn't want to interrupt. Y'all were having your moment. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then Raynald did it.
I tap my forest and I play a Concordant Crossroads, and then I tap my other forest for a Birds of Paradise, and then I tap my Birds of Paradise for a Noble Hierarch, and then I'm gonna tap my Noble Hierarch for a Llanowar Elves.
All right, you deserve to make it more because I didn't even know what you just said right now.
The point is, it's turn 2, and then turn 3, I'm gonna have 5 mana. So get ready for the prime time. Oh Lord, he coming!
Oh God.
Magic talk.
I'm gonna poop myself a little bit.
I've not heard it recently, but it's still good.
When I try to tap this somehow.
I was about to say, what are you going to try to do to tap it?
Well, I do have points in Arcana. I do have a Mind Net spell. If maybe I could try to make contact with the person who put this here. Send out a radar ping.
Let me look up this Mind Net spell.
It's an AoE thing. It's generally pretty close range.
Is it Mind Link?
Oh, it's one second. Let me link you. It's in the Grimoire.
The Grimoire! Yes!
Yes, exactly. It's let me send it to you directly.
One day I want to have a black cat and just call it the Grim. Yeah.
Fucking precious.
Right? Spooky and terrifying and wholesome and precious. The aesthetic of a lifetime.
Oh, it's targeted. Okay. So it has to target people.
I mean,
And if I don't...
theoretically speaking, you could link your mind to the graffito itself.
That sounds like a dumb idea.
I mean, it is exceptionally dangerous considering you don't know what power it holds within.
I think what I'm gonna do is not do that. If I didn't have the common sense quality, I would jump right into this grenade, Reynolds. You know I would. But no, I think that making sure that this wasn't some sort of hallucination, and getting a good read on the type of magic. Do I have any sort of idea what sort of reagents might have been used to make this graffiti?
Yes. Or you will, give me a... there's gotta be sort of like a magical knowledge.
Basic spellcasting?
No, it's not spellcasting. I think the skill I'm looking for is magic theory.
Magic theory.
Sounds like music theory, and it made my butthole clench a little bit.
Right?
Hey, there it is! It is an academic knowledge skill, logic-based magic theory.
Okay.
I cannot believe that is a thing that actually exists, and I
Neither
didn't just
can I.
pull it out of my ass.
Well, we're gonna roll one die, baby. And sometimes you roll a 3.
I was
have
like,
no
don't
idea.
crit glitch.
Actually,
Throat
Farsight.
singing.
Rat throat singing.
I take back
What?
everything nice I ever said.
Don't worry about it. Farsight. Now that you've had a series of conversations with Nicodemus, you can make a logic and literature roll.
Okay. Logic and literature. I take it. I don't have it. If I don't have literature, I don't have it.
You don't have it. You
No.
can just roll straight logic to try to figure it out.
I will try. Now, where did the die roller get to?
I can break these
Just
cuffs.
Looking up something useful. There they are. Let's see if I can break these cuffs.
I believe in you.
Come on. No, that's roll 20. Bad roll 20.
Roll 20, we love you, but just not now.
Not at the moment.
It's not always about you, roll
It's pinned in the general chat.
I know. I was trying to find it the other way, and then it didn't work. And
Just go for the
now
pin,
it's
bro.
still not working. I'm going for the pin. Safe.
When in doubt, pin it out.
When in
Come
doubt,
on,
pimp it
work
out.
for me.
Oof.
Hey.
There we go.
Make that money.
And hey, I got free hits.
Oh, shit. You recognize now that Nicodemus is only speaking in Bible scripture?
Yep.
Including Apocrypha, the Book of Revelation, and Psalms.
Interesting that he would choose only those that only literature to speak through.
You get the distinct impression it's not a choice.
That poor man.
Like, why would he choose to do that? What benefit would he derive from writing only in pre-established scripture?
Being cryptic
Well-
AF.
Considering he seems to have extensive knowledge of what you're facing, being
Yeah.
cryptic does him no credit.
He got hit, and he is working around things. Okay, interesting. I should probably speak back in scripture to him and see what happens, but that probably doesn't help.
Not necessarily. Think of him like a chanter from Dragon Age.
Hmm.
Oh.
Like, he can only speak in the chant of light. He can
Sing
understand everything.
Only the light, or sing only the song.
Wow. I barely played Dragon Age. I still remember those guys.
I love those guys.
Speak only the chant.
I remember you could get him to mess up, and then he had to restart.
Right, yes. I don't remember who, but you can fuck with the first one you find, and he's just like, you can really test his patience.
You find the little old lady in Denerim with the new lady, and she doesn't know it quite right, and it's really good.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But Havoc, what did you get on your magic theory roll?
I didn't get any hits.
Wop, wop. Well,
But I also didn't glitch. So.
Nice work. So yeah, you're staring at this graffiti and you're like, I actually don't know what tradition this is. Piss.
Times that do happen.
Well, I don't feel comfortable exploring this place more by myself.
Come on, how strong is your astral form? Would dog ever lead you astray?
Dog didn't leave me here.
That's true.
I did.
We trust dog when dog is present.
Yeah.
Dog ain't here right now.
Here. But let's go somewhere where he is.
Oh. Will you find one of Dog's readouts?
The last time that we were really connected was on the island. The island.
Ah, fair enough. Dog is a loyal friend. Dog protects people from harmful magic and dangerous spirits.
Dog sounds kawaii.
Dog is real cute.
Oh,
Dog is a good boy.
It's probably because the word dog is just immediately cute.
Oh man, Coyote isn't a spirit anymore.
Sadness.
Yeah, we lamented that fact together back in character creation.
I
Coyote. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it just Coyote used to be a really big spirit.
I was like, is Coyote's like dog's like dirty cousin that dog doesn't like to talk about?
Yes.
I knew it.
Dog
Dog,
likes everyone.
Dog, Coyote, and Wolf are three spirits that were born of the same thing, and they do not like each other.
Aww. Families can be tough.
Jesus Christ. Wolf wins every fight, except the one that kills him.
Oh, that makes sense.
Metal as fuck.
That checks out.
So yes, you go to Ambassador Isle. Do you try to commune with Dog? Do you try to find a dog zone?
Yeah.
Make a delicious. Do you have any associated detection spells that you would like to cast?
No, not really. The only detect that I have is detect enemies, and I feel like that is the opposite of what I'm looking for. So
That is in fact the opposite of what you're trying to do. So instead, you can roll a
Sick beat, bro.
Thank you. You can make a magic and ritual spellcasting roll.
I can do that.
That being said, if you would like to take any associated drugs, those can help you on this roll.
So the only thing I have on my person is some jazz.
Oh no, you would need to go purchase some downers. Zen, deep weed preferably. Deep weed.
Delicious.
It's danker than dank.
Damn.
No, seriously, it's actually a form of exotic kelp.
Oh.
That almost sounds like it could be sold as a reagent here.
Mm,
I'm kidding, I'm not going to do drugs today.
Today.
Keyword today. That'll be 4.
oh, deep weed is all one word? What the fuck?
Lame.
Agreed. Totally lame. How many hits?
4.
4. Ooh, I like this. You're mystically led. As you let your mentor spirit guide your footsteps, you are brought to a small circle of stones. This appears to be a ley line of some variety. The magic here is... it's not super strong, but it's stronger in other places.
It's still quite a rush compared to where I was before.
Oh yes, compared to the sprawl, this place is positively brimming.
It is known only as Doghenge.
Doghenge. I make note of this.
Write it down.
You have located Doghenge.
Then what I want to ask is advice on how to track down that magical graffiti signature.
Make a beautiful raw magic roll.
I would love to. I would like to spend edge on this.
Oh god!
Oh shit. I think you just made him come a little bit.
So does that mean I re-roll my successes?
No, you only your 6s explode.
Oh, my 6s explode.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So that's 2 more re-rolls.
And you have no explosion limit.
Boy.
What? Isn't there an item that removes your explode limit?
4, 5.
You commune with dog. Sometimes this is difficult because of your talents, abilities, and affinity. It's generally easier. But this goes very well. Oh, you already get a bonus on tracking.
Ew.
Sweet.
Show me the spells, you bastard. Oh, baby Jesus. I went too deep. Nope. Oh, there we go.
I was about to say, this is what I use.
Oh, gimme.
It's real convenient.
Gimme. Oh, there we go. Oh, God. All of them in one giant pile. Oh, delicious.
Sorted by school.
Yes, it is. Oh, hey. That's funny. You got 5 hits. I can't talk shit about 5 hits. Let me look up this spell. You learn Detect Individual.
Ooh.
And the major shortcoming of Detect Individual is there we go. the major shortcoming of using detect individual is that it's going to it's got a range. Its range is T, whatever that means. Range T? Huh.
T for tumultuous at best.
No, it says that's touch, but that's not how that works. Type M. Huh. Within the range of the sense. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. Detect.
Okay, so the sense is either active, requiring special efforts or actions to use, or passive, meaning it enhances the abilities. So basically, so if you cast Detect Individual, and you can choose a target like vaguely, like the person who made the graffiti, or you can have a name, things like that. The spell extends equal to force times magic times 10 meters. And then the more hits you get, give you more detailed information. So I'm going to say that because of the nature of the spell, your hits act as an additional multiplier.
Ooh, okay.
Because the detect individual doesn't give you any information. It just tells you, it just pings. You get a ping on your radar. And so... right, so you can cast the spell and you get force times magic times net hits times 10, and if the individual is within that range, they'll ping on your radar and you'll know where they are.
Okay. Cool. And the duration is sustained, so I cast it and then keep it going until something yep. Cool.
You lick your finger, hold it up to the wind, and are like, where are you?
Love it.
And I mean, like, so let's say you've got 6 magic, right?
Yep.
So let's say you cast it at force 12 because you really want to find this son of a bitch. And you know what?
So it's
Fuck it.
12 times 6 times 10.
Well, let's also add in hits. So let's say you spend edge because you really want to get them. So that's 6. Let's assume you get 12 hits. So it's 12 times 6 times 6 times 10. So that means if you're within 4,320 meters, which is
A lot.
12,960 feet, roughly.
That's like what, a mile?
That's 2 miles.
2 miles?
And I mean, that's still a lot of ground to cover, but like you can just drive around and see if you catch wind of him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dog, you are the best. There's nothing we can't do together.
What a good boy.
Holy shit.
Foot.
Doug supports you.
Oh.
Yes!
Is that the NES game?
Yes,
Dog?
that is the NES dog avatar.
I recognize it after all these years. Holy.
Terror.
Um
I love his message, but I hate his eyes.
Oh man, dog is fucking terrifying. Like this is like one of the first things he says to you is that
Yikes.
dog controls your destiny.
Yikes.
I mean, that's scary if you don't trust him. But why wouldn't I?
About to say, you have every reason to trust him. The character you're playing at this point has just crawled off a slab in a morgue and just killed a guy.
Okay. Yeah, then there are no questions after that. I was like, why would I trust him? His eyes glow when he talks. But if you just woke up after being almost dead, then you stop asking questions at that point.
Or at least not those questions.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morgue, that's a bad place.
It's a bad
Yeah.
place, man.
Yeah, when a dog says, I control your destiny now, you're like, alright. No, fuck it. I almost died. If you're the reason I'm not dead, alright.
One of his servants healed you. Her magic
Good
is
enough
not
for
as
me.
her magic is not as strong as his.
And
But-
there's a fox spirit wizard who hangs out with you if you find her for a long time.
What game is this, by the way?
Shadowrun for the Super
Shadowrun
Nintendo.
NES.
Lol.
It's hard as fuck. It's super fucking
really
hard.
I didn't know this was a thing until Randall was like, you want to be part of this campaign? And I was like, yeah.
The
So-
game isn't hard because it's difficult. It's hard because it doesn't tell you what to do. Like, hand-holding, fuck that. You reach out your hand to Shadowrun, and it knocks it away and says, do it yourself, bitch.
That checks out.
Yeah.
And, like,
That was how a lot of those old games were, though. They were brutal.
Oh, yeah, and, like,
Pretty sure-
it's entirely possible to just fuck up and never get magical powers.
Oh, no. Oops.
Did that.
Yep, like, you find a slap patch that gives you 10 health back, which you might need for some of the fights that you're in. Because like the first fight you get in, you don't have a gun. Like like another guy needs to die, and then you need to pick up his gun and then fight with that. All the while you're taking hits. But if you go to the graveyard and you brave the ghouls there, and you go into a certain sarcophagus, you can find a bat shaman who's been hurt. And if you use the healing patch on him, if you hadn't used it on yourself, you can heal him, and he gives you a bat fetish and is like, "Oh man, thanks so much for saving my life. Take this charm. I don't think I'm gonna be using it for a while." And then later on, you're like, "Yeah, I have this bat fetish," and dog is like, "Well, better than nothing," and you can use it to cast spells. If you don't heal that guy, you're fucked. You can't get magic.
That's fun. Now I
That's
know
fun
what to
for
do
things
if I ever
wrong.
play that super old game.
I have so many ROMs. Must get back to ROMs.
Yes, and you shared them with me. Thanks, Derek.
Anytime, man.
What a good friend.
Anyway, Havoc, that seems to sum up your magical journey.
Yeah.
It's time to go to the Friendship Cafe.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You get some real food. Did you know that cooked worms and raw sprouts are actually really tasty?
I bet.
That sounds real good.
Let's
Little
say,
salt?
yup. Some actual real fucking salt.
Little salt, little garlic. Delicioso.
This is amazing.
Probably like how escargot is really good, but it's because it's just butter and garlic sauce.
Yeah, the snail is a device to get
Yeah.
butter and garlic into your mouth.
Exactly. It's a weird mollusky vehicle.
I feel like the snail was a challenge. Like, they looked at the snail and said, "This thing is disgusting. We're going to cook it so well that no one notices."
That's the French cuisine's entire mode. I see that disgusting thing over there. I will make it succulent. And then they do.
Except for bread. Bread was just good.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, that doesn't have to be fancy. Just has
Is
to
there
be
any
good.
fancy bread at the Friendship Cafe?
There is.
Hell yeah. It's gonna bring some of that back.
Yes.
Real bread! Holy shit!
With actual gluten.
We're all
With
gonna-
actual gluten!
We're all gonna cummies in our pants.
Just
When we
tell
see
me
that.
how much I spend on a meal for the four of us.
A meal for the four of you, you spend 150 new yen.
Easy.
I mean, for a Shadowrunner, no problem. For your average working stiff,
Fortune.
Unreasonably decadent. But like we might die tomorrow, so
true.
Yeah.
Yo-
Yeah, YOLO.
YOLO. Farsight, that's the information you've got from Nicodemus. And it's all sort of coming into shape.
Hey, Nick, maybe if you might be able to figure out some way of giving me your address so that I can fix you from whatever the heck is going on with you.
Do you actually send that across?
Yes, I totally do.
What's that code that you do where the beginning of every certain word is like the letter of every certain word. He should do that. For scripture. Not to make Reynold have to do that, but Reynold, make us a
Work.
whole elaborate puzzle, please and thanks, real quick.
He literally could just say the bits and pieces of the, Isaiah 7, it could go 7, 8, 9. I mean, the numbers exist. It just depends on how messed up it is.
Oh, you
Like, how
get
much
the
scripture does he have?
impression this poor boy is super messed up.
Oh dear.
I will fix him one day. He is currently malfunctioning.
Aw. We gotta go get our boy, Nikki D.
Nikki D.
Fix him up.
That being said, this
Doug, be with you.
this follows stories you've heard about psychotropic, things like that. Like it's all coming together in your head, man. Cause let me look up exactly. I think the name of the drawback is burnout. No, it's not burnout. Shit. Scorched.
Ooh.
Yeah, this fellow has been scorched, which is often caused by black ice, psychotropic ice, or long-term beetle abuse.
Yep. Okay. So that's gonna take some work.
Right. You get the distinct impression, yeah. You wonder what he could have encountered that caused this.
Maybe it had many eyes and tentacles.
Maybe.
Oh
If
boy.
only you could remember the tower's last operation.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, he gonna get fixed.
Let me look up more about psychotropic ice, but you guys do your thing.
He is probably stuck in the bad way. Odd that he only appeared after things went down.
Dang, somebody
Are there
is
racers?
compensating. Yeah, it's like somebody's compensating for something out there.
That like sounded like NASCAR.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he can't help you now.
No. Psychotropic ice conditions the mind of a decker within seconds to perform erratically.
Oh.
Including, but not limited to, cyberphobia. Induces matrix and simsense phobia. Frenzy inspires maniacal and sudden rage. Judas induces unconscious compulsions to betray. And positive conditioning inspires love for the company, prevents the character from acting against it.
That's what's going on here. So, he got Nicodemus.
And I mean, black ice also, right? So there's white ice, trace ice, gray ice, and black ice. White ice is just like trash that like is meant to monitor you and impede your progress. White ice is actually legal.
Yep.
White ice is often used by commercial entities, not commercial, private entities who want to bulk up their cybersecurity. And it usually just slows you down long enough for the god or demigod to realize what you're doing. And then it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're like, nothing. And then you jack out. Trace just finds where you are. Gray ice exists in a gray legal area. It causes permanent damage to the cyber deck, which can kill the decker, but only if the decker is in hot sim, which is illegal. So it can only kill someone if they're doing something illegal. So, I mean, technically it's manslaughter, but you can claim self-defense because they were trying to rob you. It's a legal gray area, but a lot of people are willing to take the risk, especially if they're in something nasty. Black ice is fucking illegal. You are not allowed to have it. You are not allowed to use it. But when you're a corporation...
Yeah, we do a lot of things we're not supposed to.
If you're a corporation, you don't live on the UCAS. You live in Google. So if your servers are protected by black ice, no one can do... Who's going to call you? Who's going to sue you? Who's going to take you to court? That you were protecting your country with a product that is legal there?
Yep. That's right. They pretty much qualify as their own self-contained countries.
It gets real complex real fast.
Yeah.
So...
That's why you don't hack the corpse.
Right. Now, corporate branch offices and commercial areas. So, like, if you were to hack into an EvoNet, Chop Shop, which is where they install BioWare outside of the arcology, they couldn't use black ice to defend it. But if you're running against an EvoNet research and development server, oh, you best bet that shit's got black ice in it.
Oh boy.
And like black ice, like lethal black ice link locks your deck and kills you. Like it does not give a fuck. That being said, that's not usually what you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be snooping somewhere you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Like usually you're facing cripplers, data bombs, tar babies, blasters, rippers, and tar pits.
Babies.
Yeah, tar baby crashes a utility program. They generally go after baby monitors. That's why it's called tar baby.
Whoa.
And if it crashes your baby monitor, you can't tell what your Overwatch score is, which means you don't know how upset the Matrix is with you.
Gotcha. That's why it's called a baby monitor.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, it's handy.
So, yeah, and like that's what psychotropic does if you fail to resist it. If you successfully resist it, it just breaks your brain.
Oh. Yeah.
So you don't know what happened to the rest of your comrades, but you get the distinct impression that Nicodemus succeeded. That's what happens when you win.
You know, hats off to the man. He's still in the game.
Technically he's still decking.
But holy moly, I gotta find them, and I don't even know where they are. This is gonna be tricky.
But say you don't know where they are, and like they don't know how to talk to you.
Is he like the only one who's doing any activity? I mean, is it just like blank? You know, like a flat line for the rest of them?
It's just Nicodemus and noobs.
Oh, wow.
Like no one worth talking to, basically, because like the tower has a lot of well-wishers, grovelers, and worms who just want to come into the tower because the Tower of Babel has got some sweet shit in it. Well, it had sweet shit in it. It had some of the most brilliant minds the Matrix had to offer. And now the halls are empty. And as it turns out, the only other person you can find is a babbling grandpa.
He's still around, so I can fix him, I'm sure, if he's still here.
This is true. They're definitely it is totally possible to cure someone's scorched condition. But it costs a lot of Nuyen, a lot of time, and the personal determination of the person that you're working on.
Well, I have my goal: rebuild the tower because it got jacked.
Although the sense of irony does cross your mind.
Indeed.
Farsight, do you remember what happened when they built the Tower of Babel?
This is not really.
When they built the Tower of Babel, they were trying to build a tower to heaven so that they could talk to God. And
Yeah.
when they built it
the
up
actual-
super high, the workers started speaking different languages.
Yep.
'Twas said to be the root of all war and misunderstanding among people.
Yep. I remember the story. The second you started telling, I was like, oh, the actual. I thought you were talking about this one.
Oh no, but the coincidence of now the only other person there, you can't understand what they're saying.
It fits really well.
Somewhere out there, the god of the Matrix is laughing at you.
Yeah, brutal.
Some sapient AI is fucking giggling.
Like some AI is just playing God, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
But Chatter, did you want to call the Johnson?
Sure, I would love to speak to my Johnson. Ring, ring. Mr. Johnson. That's how I connect to him on my comm. Like a fucking adult. Ring, ring. Johnny Cakes, beautiful. How are you? It's been a little minute.
A little tense, perhaps, but overall fine. How have your operations been going?
We're doing okay. We've been following up on a couple leads on that run you gave us not so long ago. We actually made a little progress, but we could use some help from, say, someone with more of a corporate pull to see if there's anything going on around downtown. You know, I've got people who can put feelers out on the outskirts, but I'm not really a downtown girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, as a corporate entity, no. I can put my feelers out personally in the arcology, but as a Johnson for my employer, my activities in downtown are heavily monitored.
All right. Well, I thought I'd check. No harm in checking. If you don't mind putting some feelers out in the arcology, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have, you know, some feet on the ground and some ears out. But
Now I could hire a team to do some investigation in downtown, but that's what you all are for.
right. That's what we're here for. Don't burn more money. That's, you know, that's gonna be for us. Save that. We'll head up downtown ourselves at some point then. But I thought I'd give you a ring first before we made that our primary option.
Right. Makes sense. You don't know what's at my disposal. I only know what's at yours.
Exactly. Well, I just thought I'd check in with you, Johnny Cakes, and send you my love. Take care until we have some updates for you on this run.
Very well then.
Mwah. Love you, kid. Then I hang up. He's probably older than me. Don't worry about it. Okay. So that's good to know that he can't help us. But sad to know he can't help us. I really can't hit up Winston. I really don't need my doctor. And the only other guy I have is a very weak fixer. So I guess I'll probably just sit tight until now.
I was about to say.
Or for now. And wait
point,
until Havoc gets back and we'll all formulate a plan.
About to say, I think it's time to eat a delicious meal for PK to make a healing roll, and then for you guys to fucking hit the bricks.
Yeah.
And I mean, hiring out is always an option.
It's true.
There are a lot of entities and organizations downtown that have a whole lot more pull, but if you want to employ them, you're going to need to cough up the new yen, or you're going to need to do them a favor.
Right.
And considering the sort of people you'll be working with, the new yen cost. The new yen cost will be high, and the favor you have to do will probably be unpleasant. The I-5ers don't work for cheap, you know. Oh shit, she dropped out of general chat.
Fucking killed her. Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I think I pressed some wrong buttons.
Yes, I think we hit video chat or something. Anyway.
Yeah, that was me.
That's fine. Right, I was just saying, if you're going to hire someone to do that, the cost is going to be high, or the favor you're going to do is going to be unpleasant. The I-5ers don't work for cheap. They're also notorious pieces of shit. What did you expect from an all-elf gang? Jesus Christ. Have you considered eating a gun barrel instead of working with them? Yes? Well, shit. Looks like we gotta work with them.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to talk to everybody else before we decide to outsource anything.
Makes sense. I was about to say, there are also a lot of other lesser downtown gangs you could hire, but time, money, morality.
Yeah.
You can only pick two.
Yeah, it's just better to maybe go ourselves when we're all ready.
Right. But yeah, time, money, or
Makes sense.
morality. If you're gonna do it quick and it costs a lot of money, you're gonna be working with the worst of the worst.
Right.
If you're working with someone decent, it's either gonna cost you a lot of money or it's gonna cost you a lot of time.
Checks out.
My condolences.
Chatterbox believes in asking. Because the worst that happens is they say no. So she's content to kind of sit and chill and watch some Tridios and whatnot.
Oh man, it's time to relax and watch some Reconciled Assassin from Hell, the director's cut.
Oh shit, it's the director's cut.
It's a Mondo movie and it's kind of overrated, but overrated just means
Some of the best things are.
Right. Overrated just means good, but not as good as people think it is. So
Right.
it's still good.
It's like good trash, where you're like, it's just good enough that nobody can judge me for loving this.
Havoc, you can keep texting with Painkiller after you show up with some Friendship Cafe.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Pigeon and I are just we're having a talk.
Oh, a talk is happening, and I am watching it, and I am living for it.
I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. And then I'll be ready for some friendship.
Damn. Wait, doesn't somebody here have a thing about bugs?
Me, but I'm cool with it.
Okay. Got some fried worms.
These actually do look really good. I've had bugs before.
Oh yeah,
Let's
no.
have a bug.
They're excellent protein, but thank you for the warning.
Tasty, tasty bugs.
They're only not okay if they're still wiggling.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
These things are very dead.
Fried worms. Interesting.
Frost sprouts.
So here's a fun fact. I had a friend that used to work at like a daycare for like little babies, and she was changing one of the kids' diapers, and she was like, "Oh my god, he's got worms." And so when his mom came to pick him up, she's like, "Hey, just so you know, like he was pooping worms today," and she was like, "Oh no, he had alfalfa sprouts. It's okay."
Thank God.
All right, I am back.
Worms, sprouts, bread, and a big old heaping glass of Nozula.
Of what?
Nozula.
What's Nozula?
Don't
You're
worry
about to find
it.
out.
Oh shit.
Holy shit, I can't believe there are actual Nozzle t-shirts.
Yikes. But also bless.
Nice. I love it.
Yo!
I have delicious food from
Oh
our
my
favorite
God.
place.
See?
Yo, those worms look delish.
They are crispy and delicious.
Mmm. Thanks for
Yeah.
making the trip.
Hey, no problem.
Give that a try.
It was a real nice little excursion. Figure if I went to the trouble to get this damn passport, I might as well use it.
Right? Get your miles on it.
Absolutely.
PK, how you feeling?
Sleepy, but a lot better.
That's what I like to hear.
Like I could get hit by 2 trucks instead of just 1.
Hey! That's
That's
the
what I like
ideal
to hear.
place to be at.
Exactly.
I bet once you have a full stomach, you'll feel even better.
Did you two have any luck today?
I called our Johnson. A man of his position really can't pull strings downtown without sort of setting off red flags for himself. At least that's what he alluded to in his message. So he'd either have to hire another team, which, might mean we'd get fucking outsourced or lose a cut of our deal, or we could hire another team to investigate, or we can grit our teeth, do some marching downtown ourselves when we feel ready.
Probably best to do the marching downtown.
I have to agree.
Yeah, we'll just have to be
I'm-
real careful about it this time, because we set off that fridge real fast last time.
Catch this and blow it up.
So it was able to pick up on matrix activity really easily, right? From pretty far away.
Yep.
I wonder how good it is at picking up magic.
That is a good question. It's supposed to replicate magic in a sense, right?
Because I learned a trick today that I think might help us narrow down where it is.
Excellent.
Ooh, what'd you learn? Share with the class if you don't mind.
Well, it works a little bit like a radar thing. I'll be able to tell where a certain person is within a range around me. And we can use that to maybe, I don't know, pick up the scent of Leatherteeth, who seems to be inside that fridge at all times.
If he had his way, quite literally. Sorry.
Make a logic and magic theory roll.
So a logic roll.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I got a 6.
Oh, man. You know what? Casting Detect Individual on Leatherteeth might not be such a good idea. You don't know exactly why, but it's just sort of like, you think about it and you're like, maybe somebody else.
Gotcha.
That's cool. You got like a tracking spell?
Yeah.
That is very handy.
Yeah, dog was, threw me a bone for a change.
Dog throwing
PK does a rim shot on the edge of the table.
Oh, we see what you did there. But
Oh,
yeah, I called my Johnson, and I don't feel good calling Winnie just now. I've been calling in a lot of favors, more so than I do within this last week than I would in like a month, most months,
Mm-hmm.
So I've sort of burned out my options, but at least we got a tracking spell. That's real helpful.
Hopefully.
Do you have a contact that might be able to pull on the Lone Star Defense Force for the Matrix?
Mm.
But I don't know if he's going to be able to help too much with how unique this thing is. It's like it's not leaving a trail that I can point to for most people to find. So
It's very
because of that,
slippery.
I don't know if he's going to be able to find it, track it or anything.
Mm.
Otherwise, he'd probably first like we were going to national hacker.
You just cut out
Yeah,
a
you're
lot
turning
on
into
my
a
end.
robot, man.
Yeah.
Robot.
Robot
Yeah,
voice.
just vocally you got real distorted for a second.
Weird.
All right, now you're good.
Okay. Hopefully that does not come back.
We
All
will
right.
let you know if it does.
I appreciate that.
It was immediate. And now it is
Yeah.
gone.
Okay, so I can give that a shot if anyone thinks that's worthwhile.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
It's
Okay.
worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right.
At this point, we gotta try what we gotta try.
You might
Yeah.
want to warn your contact though about what to look out for, so that he doesn't get snatched by this thing's tentacles.
Mm. Those delicious, terrifying tentacles.
I really don't think that those are delicious.
No, they're not really delicious. I just cope by making jokes, so just ignore me over here. They'd be delicious if they weren't connected to such a dick. We stand for tentacles, not dick tentacles.
Consentacles, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
We got standards here.
That's right. We don't just let any tentacle monster get up in here.
That we do not.
Oh, geez.
Heavily vetted.
Apparently, additional books have introduced sort of evil mentor spirits, or
Mm.
less conducive mentor spirits, such as
Mm.
adversary and chaos.
That's fun.
Oh, and berserker.
Oh, that's my bitch.
That being said, I think I know what I am going to do with this one. Anyway, so you all have a delicious meal. Farsight, you wanted to get in touch with your beat cop?
Yep, Deckard. Yeah, he works in the Matrix Defense Force, so he might be a detective.
Makes sense. Video call, voice call, or text chat?
Yep. I'll give him a video call.
What's his loyalty and connection?
Second. Let's see, that would be. He is a 2 free.
Oh. So not totally disloyal.
Wait.
That's what we strive for. Not totally disloyal.
Yep.
That is where the bar is at, baby.
I need to raise that one a bit. But bringing him in on this will probably help out quite a bit. All right. I saved my hellos and. Do you want to do this as chat or just a quick, messages?
You said video chat. You get a video chat.
All right, video chat. Hey, Deckard, how's it going?
Oh, hey, kid. What's the word?
Not much. I just found something really weird online.
Let me guess. Is it downtown?
It is downtown. How do you know that?
Because there's something really fucking weird going on downtown.
That might be it. I have some interesting information about some sort of Matrix entity that I've run across twice now.
Huh.
It appears to hack people.
It hacks people.
That is the impression I have gotten off of it.
That's curious. I don't know if it's
Pretty much.
I don't know if it's that. This thing's not necessarily doing anything illegal. It's just taking up a whole lot of RAM. If you catch my drift.
Good to know. Using that to track it. How did you figure that one out?
I mean, it's like imagine. Is everything all right over there?
Yeah, I spilled something. BRB.
Yeah, imagine the Matrix like a carpet. There's a big fucking wrinkle.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not sure where it is in meat space, but and as I said, it's not really doing anything illegal, so I can't go down there and give him the boot or something.
Well, if you give me the information, I can, unofficially boot them for you.
I like the way you think, kid.
Yep. I can also provide the information I have gathered on it. That way you can, maybe get some bonuses for being able to file a report on it.
Ooh. I am due for a promotion. All right, kid. Let's mix it up. It's located at the in the matrix space. It's located at these matrix coordinates.
Okay.
And he sends you the coordinates to a derelict X Jackpoint. I'm sorry, not Jackpoint. X Shadowlands data slum.
Oh, interesting.
Do you know about the Shadowlands?
Not much.
So, Jackpoint is currently the service that everybody uses these days. Jackpoint contains so much raw, unmitigated data that data mining anyone is functionally impossible. So Shadowrunners, wannabes, gangers, and wage slaves, and the occasional dragon can post freely. Imagine Jackpoint's like Facebook, and it is the social media service.
Okay.
Other titans have risen to try to defeat Jackpoint. They've all failed.
Nice.
Jackpoint's just got everything you need. It's got all the good shit. It's got all the security. It's got all the gossip. Everything you want in a social network.
My second home.
Exactly. And now the Shadowlands BBS used to be where Shadowrunners did all of their work, but after FastJack got defragmented, they fell into disrepair without his expert matrix knowledge, and after the result of the crash that defragmented him in the first place. That being said, you can find a lot of pieces of the Shadowlands that used to be in servers that are still running.
Interesting.
So it's not uncommon for basically if you can't afford to host something on the actual Matrix, you can host them on a Shadowlands BBS slum if you can get control of the host. It's the Wild West of the Matrix.
All right, so they're in the Shadowlands as well as being in downtown.
Right.
Okay.
In Meat Space, they are somewhere downtown. In the Matrix space, they are operating out of the Shadowlands.
All right, good to know.
And you give him all the information you know about the device, like what you've seen it do. Do you describe what it looks like in Matrix space or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to give him as much information that way it helps him out with his career.
Okay. So you totally spill the beans.
Yep.
And he's just like, well, I'll make a couple of tactful redactions here, but I'll, say that we picked it up from an unassuming spider. Anything else, kid?
That pretty much covers it. How you been doing anyway?
Oh, the wife and I, we've got different hours, so at this point we basically communicate with letters left on the kitchen table.
Busy.
Aw.
Personally, I prefer it this way. Quite frankly, I think it's the best thing that's happened to our marriage since the kids moved out.
Oh.
Well, to each their own on that one.
I'd ask you how you're doing, but I understand you're not exactly at liberty to say.
I'm currently busy. Very, very busy. Happy about it, but definitely in need of a vacation after this trip.
Noted. I'll try to keep my head down. I'd hate to I'd hate to have to get involved.
Fair enough. Hopefully, I'll get to chat with you again sometime. But
Yes,
until
yes.
then, have fun, man.
You know what they say, shoot straight, conserve ammo, and never make a deal with a dragon.
Never, never.
Click.
Click. Excellent. Always good talking with Deckard.
Was that one of your buds?
Yeah, I've known him for a while.
I'm just like nibbling on bread and staring expectantly.
He took note of one of my high school science projects and the fact that it didn't work the way most people would think it worked. So he helped keep me safe.
I was about to say, does he know your secret?
Yeah, that's why he's like, this does not work the way it should.
Got it. Thankfully you found one of the decent cops at Lone Star.
Yep.
That being said, like, you do know he's got kids.
Yep.
And that's basically the thing that was like, I can't turn this kid in.
Yep.
Like, if you had been older when this happened, he'd have turned you in a heartbeat. But you're like this pet that he's collected. Like, I named him. Well, I can't just send him off to the glue factory.
Legs broke. Gotta shoot it.
Nah, he's just a decent guy as far as, you know, he doesn't see the need to report someone just because they exist.
That's fair. That seems like a decent kind of guy. We're into that. Existing is great.
Yep.
Oh,
we like it.
You know what? He's a dwarf.
Aw.
Nice.
Which also might have had something to do with it.
Dwarf representation. We love it.
Dwarves usually have a chip on their shoulder about the downtrodden.
Yep.
Because they generally tend to sort of like get forgotten in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Literally because of their height. Just like, oh, dwarves don't matter. We can't see them.
Oh.
I'd have to look down to see one.
Right. And like the correct ways to speak to a dwarf. And it's like that meme where there's a guy's leaning down and just
squatting down like you're talking to a child.
Yup.
Yep.
Right, wrong way to talk to a short person. I'm sorry, correct way to talk to a short person.
Yeah, right way to talk to a short person. Don't. They can't reach the top shelf.
Right, like this is dwarves get this shit all fucking day, man. So yeah, they understand a thing or two about being condescended to. But anyway, having eaten a hearty meal with actual nutrition in it, and having watched some trids, and having gathered some information, and having picked up some even more cryptic clues, I'm gonna say that y'all go to bed unless anyone else has any pressing business.
No, that's good.
No, I'm ready for sleeping.
Sweet.
Sleepy time she comes.
We're all full, thanks to the... Ooh.
Did you click out?
Not intentionally. I'm gonna stop touching things on my screen. My keyboard's all fucky, so I'm using my boyfriend's, like, keyboard that's not meant for my computer, so...
Oh, no.
It's a little fucky, so if weird stuff happens, I apologize. Mostly I'm gonna try to touch my screen as little as possible.
Painkiller, make a body ×2 roll.
Got it.
Let me see those body rolls.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick. Be right back.
High kick.
Oh, full of dice and almost got the exact number I needed. I was off by 1. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Excuse.
Yes. Successes.
How many?
5.
Nice.
So I'd take 5 off my physical?
Yes.
Cool. I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, baby.
Whoop whoop.
Boop.
Okay, he's back to 100%.
100.
Hell yeah.
That's the thing about the Shadowrun world. No one's ever at 100%.
Well, you know what we mean.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. You get a +2 bonus for having eaten such a good meal.
I can't overheal, can I?
No.
Fair enough.
Sounds good.
No, I'm at 100%. I'm good.
Would that we could though, huh?
If
Right?
only.
Save that for later.
This is not TF2. You don't have a medic. You don't have a pocket medic.
Just
Tuck
a
it in
whole
my
rotisserie
cheek
chicken in
for
my
later.
pants. It's just a whole rotisserie chicken in my pants. Like, wait! MILF combat. Snorf it down. Okay, now we're good.
The
Like
dawn.
in Skyrim, when you eat cheese like a monster while you're fighting a dragon because you used all your potions.
Right. Just shoving cheese in your fucking face.
Mm-hmm. Just being like, "Can't kill me now, fucker!" Ha ha!
Or like in Earthbound, all the healing items are food. So it's just like, hold on, I need to heal. I need to eat an entire pizza on my turn to get all my health back. I'm hungry. Okay. So, it is the dawn of the 6th day, I believe?
Yes.
Yesterday was the 4th, I believe. So this would be the 5th?
I may have miscounted.
That's
So-
okay. I think earlier today you said it was the 4th day or
Right.
the end of the 4th day.
Day 1, you did the dingle. Day 2,
Yeah.
you recovered. Day 3,
Yeah.
you did the dingle.
Yeah.
Day 4, you recovered.
Yeah.
So this is day 5. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
It's day 5.
Yeah.
That being said,
Okay. It hurt to keep track.
Chatterbox, you get a message from your buddy. You get a call from your buddy Athena. Oh, not a call. You get a message.
Mm.
Athena is one of the people who crashes at your pad.
I was gonna say, she's definitely one of my bitches, but which bitch is she?
Right.
No. If she's texting me, that means something's going down in my house.
Oh, yep.
Ah.
She's a beetlehead.
Mm.
And as far as beetleheads go, she's got her shit together for now.
Yeah, that's why she's at my place. That's where people go to get their shit together enough.
Right.
Oh! Guys? I like walk into the main room.
Yeah, what's up, Chatter?
My house may or may not have been burned down. So I gotta go check on that. If anyone wants to come, that would be really nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm gonna like call Athena while we drive there. If I can. If anybody else wants to come too.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I just got a message from somebody who knows where my place is at, and they just said that the building's been burned down. So I gotta go see if there's anything salvageable there.
Pidge, is your mic broken?
Just I've been muting it so I can type back and forth with you.
Oh, I haven't been giving a shit about the loudness of my keyboard. You're all welcome.
Strangely enough, I haven't heard your keyboard at all.
Oh, well, that's good. It is a
Like-
quieter keyboard. It's
I would say
quieter
you
cap.
don't have your mechanical one out.
I mean, it is a mechanical keyboard with softer caps.
So who is going to Chatterbox's place with her?
Yeah, Chatterbox. I gotta go to my house.
Okay.
Farsight, you can stay here if you would rather and watch after Hawk's place.
So, Chatter, you roll up.
Hello, I'm back.
It doesn't look good.
Oh, that's right. He stepped away. I forgot.
Oh, I also forgot.
Oh, God. Okay, Farsight, while you were gone, my house is on fire. So we all want to investigate that if you want to come.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, please and thanks. I'm a little,
Houses don't usually burn down.
No, it's the whole building, too.
Oh.
Good thing I don't have my good towel!
No!
I just got in my blanket. I just got blankets for my guest.
Fucking
shit.
hot
My
couch
2
nation.
futons of my futons.
Is there a
So many drugs were done on there. So
Oh,
many
that's right.
memories were made.
so many memories were lost?
Couple times they got peed on. Couple times they probably don't even know about. It had all the right lumps in all the right places, you know. It was like a massage chair, even though it was so fucking busted.
So you
Yeah, I'm like sobbing, but I would like to, you know, see if there's anything salvageable and or investigate and just see what the fuck happened.
was
Some
about to say.
blackened eye beams.
Everybody
Yeah.
give me an intuition and investigation roll.
Sure.
And I mean, this place is being picked over by a lot of people.
Get out of here, you vultures!
You can't say no to the vultures. They gotta
I
eat.
will. It's my house. What was it? Investigation and intuition.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's not a lot of forensics you guys are able to do. It's all about 6 hits.
Fair.
Just one.
Damn.
I am all mental stat.
Use me.
Chatterbox, what did you get?
Hang on, I haven't rolled yet. I'm distressed, and it shows because I got no hits. Wait, is a 4 a hit? It's just 5 and 6s, right?
Yeah, it's just 5 and 6s.
All right, no hits.
My condolences.
I'm too distressed. I'm too busy trying not to like sob about my futons.
Farsight, you pick over this place like fucking Aragorn.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Just looking for the trails and everything.
actually, you find something super weird. So, you ask Chatterbox like walks over to a place that it like it's
Was
obviously
my apartment.
yeah, you're able to intuit without even asking her what's going on, and you pick around there, and you can actually do you have like a sort of chemical analyzer? Do you have anything like that?
Oddly enough, no, I don't have that.
Shit. Do you have any sort of other sort of like detection gadgets?
I've got mostly
Tricorder.
lockpicks, data lockers. So wish I had a tricorder. Let me check the items I do have. Bug scanner, jammer, micro transceiver, tag eraser, white noise generator.
Nothing Sherlocky.
I Sadly, not so much.
Still, you
I
got
got
six.
vision enhancement and vision magnification.
Still, you got 6 hits on the investigation roll. That's enough to figure it out. I just wanted to know how many details to give you.
All right, it was 5 hits. 5 hits.
Oh, 5. Still, 5 is really good. But like you notice a trail of your goal right now is to figure out whether this was natural or arson. And you are able to find something that looks like accelerant, you can tell based on you can tell it's a Photoshop, having seen some shops in your life. You can tell that the fire was the worst in Chatterbox's apartment. It burned the hottest here.
Fucking rude.
Oh.
And then the further you get to the walls, the less bad it gets.
Oh.
But
sorry, go ahead.
But you also follow a line that goes out her door where it would have been.
Okay.
And goes down a hallway, and you find some charred bones. Skull, spine, rib cage. That's mostly all that's left. A lot of the outer bones seem to have been lost in the drift, but the big ones that don't go missing are still here.
Okay.
Any clothing that the subject had been wearing is gone. That being said, you do find 4 sort of not plastic, plascrete? I'm going to say plascrete. You do find 4 sort of plascrete containers around him. They're around the bottom of his rib cage. Give me a raw logic roll. Unless you can find something that could match with it to try to figure something out.
Nah, it's just 1-hit logic.
1 hit on logic. Well, you know this guy is the source of the arson, but you're not exactly sure what he did.
Wow.
Maybe you can find some sort of identifying information on him?
Yeah, I take a scan of the face and try and I might send that someone. I don't even know.
I mean, there's not much face. There's just charred black skull. But I mean, still dental. Holy shit! Dental records.
Dental records. Yep.
Now the trick is you're gonna have to be able to find someone who can check dental records, but that's not too tricky.
I mean, I have a dirty med doc. I've got a med guy.
If you got a doc, yeah, we can check that.
That might be just the guy to check
first, I'd like to see if I can see if Athena's in the area of the debris.
You do catch her around.
Yeah, I run up and I'm not angry, but I'm like, Athena, what the fuck is going on here?
Well, I came by to crash this morning and everything's all fucked.
Well, yeah, did you come by and everything was already fucked? Or you came by and things were getting fucked?
No, I came by and everything was already fucked.
Okay, shit. Fuck, what time did you get here?
She looks at her comlink and she's
this morning or not this morning?
20 minutes ago? How long did it take you to get here? What time is it?
So you haven't been sitting around here for a while. It's been you got here and you messaged me right away, which you should have got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, by the way? You okay?
Oh, you know, I'm all right.
A slap in the face with some water?
Oh, God, if you had some water, that'd be great.
I actually don't have water, but here's some whiskey. I hand her my flask.
That will do the opposite of helping.
You hand her some booze, and she's like, "Oh, thanks. I needed to come down."
Yeah, and when you're done with that, hand that back to me because I just lost my house today, so I'm also gonna drink a bunch of that.
Make a logic and medicine roll or whatever it is I've been having you roll for drugs.
Yeah. I won't actually drink too much right away, but I am drinking now. Everything's on fire.
Oh no, it's assumed that everyone is drunk. It like
Yeah.
one thing you learn about like 1700s, 1600s, 1800s, like everything between 1200 and today. One thing you learn about everyone is that they were all drunk all
Yeah,
the
and they
time.
still are drunk. And we're all drunk. Ooh. 2, 3 hits.
You can tell that she's coming off of a beetle binge. You get the distinct impression she's been slotting in dream and hero chips for the past like 24 hours. She probably hasn't slept. She has definitely pissed herself. That would explain why she's so thirsty.
Jesus. Oh. Athena, what did you do to yourself, hun? This is not your best look.
Welcome to the world of beetle addiction.
I say it like lovingly, but like in a disapproving mom way of like, sweetie, what have you done? Come on now.
Just like, I just
You
need
can't be pissing your pants though. I've done that. Don't be like me.
I just needed to step out for a minute. I was gonna come right back.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I can't tell you to step back inside because there's no place now.
Yeah.
So, fuck. And all right, you stay here. Take one more swig of this, and then go get some actual water from somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. She takes another nip and goes off to like she's got other friends, but you know she liked your place the most.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Once you get there, tell him to give you water and no beetle juice.
Yes, Mom.
Mwah. Don't make me feel old. Mwah. I love you. Oh. I like am happy for a second and then turn around and like immediately shuffle back and I'm just like,
You could put on a brave face, but it's gone.
Yeah. It's for Athena. She's going through shit, so I gotta pretend I'm not. Did anyone find anything?
Not really. There's not a whole lot left.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Havoc, you got one hit, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not finding shit.
I mean, you understand that this was probably arson.
I think I can trust my intuition on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone said,
sorry.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, even Chatterbox, like, based on what happened last night inside of her own head, she's like, I mean, I'm not surprised that I got a hit today, but didn't think it was gonna be my whole house.
At least it was just a house.
Well, Farsight, do you want to tell Chatterbox what you learned?
Yep. Yeah, this was arson. This person here is most likely the arson.
Did the bag of bones right here?
Yep.
Well,
I mean, I don't want to talk poorly about a dead man, but I don't think he did a very good job at the exiting.
Yeah. Are there any camera setups around here?
No.
No, we can't afford camera security in this building.
That figure. It looks like he used 4 boxes of, what was it?
He's got 4 like plasticrete containers, square, maybe 5 liters.
5 liters. Wow. That's
5 liters a piece. So we're talking 20 liters of whatever was in them.
Okay. Well, about a
Jesus.
shit ton of liters of highly burnable substance. Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna
checks
like
out.
take my fingers and be crouch down by the corpse and be like, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to desecrate you, and I'm gonna like fix up his face and then take pictures of his teeth and his like what's left of his skull and send it to my med guy and be like, what can you get for me dental wise, baby?
I'm about to say, what's the loyalty and connection on this guy?
It's pretty good. 5 loyalty, 3 connection. He's my highest in both.
That's pretty good.
Ooh. That's
And
pretty good.
I do know this doc, and he's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna run a search on that real quick. Give me a hot minute. Oh shit, that's Phoenix.
Excuse me?
Phoenix was one of your regulars. He was 24. He was gonna go pro. I mean, he had a huge debilitating bliss addiction, and he was a massively racist skinhead.
He was gonna turn it around, though. I was gonna beat that out of him.
Right, and like you were actually coming around. He was like, "No, man, fucking, you can't trust a trog," and you were like, "Actually, I'm living proof. I can teach you." And yeah, he was 24. You know, he dropped out of high school. He had a really hard life. He'd fell in with Vox Humanus, you know, like you do, and they had given his life purpose and meaning, and then they like wanted him to like murder a bunch of metahumans, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that." Like he's a soft yes on genocide.
Yeah. Right. He's like the Kylo Ren Ben Solo, where by the end of it, you're like, I know he was technically a neo-Nazi, but like, I'm just gonna give him a break.
Played by Adam Driver, and
yeah, exactly.
Like
this is my Adam Driver, and now he's gone.
Like he is a hard no on lethal genocide, which is, I know, not a lot. But as far as Vox Humanus goes, like he is, maybe you could turn him around.
He was my pet project.
But like, this doesn't make much sense.
No.
The image of what happened is rapidly coming into focus. He doused himself in petrol.
God.
Like he had the containers attached to his torso on a belt.
Mm-hmm.
He lit himself on fire and then turned them all upside down, creating a terrible trail of accelerant wherever he ran. And he got this far down the hall before he finally succumbed to like being burned to death.
I mean, Phoenix was crazy, but he was not that crazy.
No.
A name like that.
No.
He also wasn't suicidal at all. Like if
he was like a hard ass, but he wasn't.
Like if
he was in it for the long haul.
Right. If he was gonna burn your house down, he'd also probably have sent you a taunting message like, "Chatterbox, you're a piece of shit. You're a whore, and I'm burning your house down." And you could show up and be like, "You need to put that shit the fuck down." And he'd be like,
"Yeah, I would have been like, you say this every Tuesday." Stop.
Right? Like he's just desperate for attention. He doesn't actually want to burn your house down. He just wants someone. He's always wanted someone in his life, right?
Yeah.
And like that's where he's been his entire life. And he acts out and he throws tantrums, and maybe feeding them is the wrong thing to do, but it's a hard life out there and we all got to try to fucking make it work. But this is fucking insane.
This is like something that maybe someone else would have to get in his brain to make him do, maybe.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
You wouldn't happen to know anything out there that has a specialization in mental influence and mind control, do you?
It is not happy with us.
It's one thing to come after me. It's one thing to come after my house. It is another thing to come after a skinhead who's trying to turn it around. You know how few of them give it a shot?
I'm pretty sure he's the only one.
He's the only one. And now he's gone. Oh. Fuck. I guess I send the medic a message back and be like, is there anything else you can tell me from this? Thanks for the ID.
No, all he can do is ID the subject.
Do I know anyone else who was close to Phoenix? Like, would I have any of his contacts?
You're gonna have to go to the Vox Humanus Poly Club if you want to know any more about him.
Okay.
You don't want to do that.
No, I don't have friends in most places, especially not in that area.
No.
No.
Like, holy shit. The Vox Humanis Poly Club is a group of barely restrained and barely obfuscated human supremacists.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not where I want to go.
And, like, not only that, but they have deep political connections, and, like, they're always trying to, you know, shut down the border with Mexico and shit like that. Like, they are fucking disgusting.
Farsight, would you be able to see if there was any super fucked up Matrix activity around here? Or around this body? I don't know how it works, honestly.
Try to use my resonance to check and see if he was hacked.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Apparently the Humanus Poly Club have new, more advanced KKK hoods.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That's gonna be weird.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. The Japanese-occupied fascist anti-metahuman state of the California Protectorate is controlled by General Saito and his Marines, backed by Humanus, along with other various Japanicorps. They also have
Thanks, I hate it.
They also have a limited anti-awakened and anti-amarant message, which usually gets drowned out in their anti-metahuman rhetoric. They are also well known for wearing white robes with pointed hoods.
Cool, they can catch a lightning bolt.
Yeah, they look phallic and dumb in nature.
Oh, God.
Oh, Phoenix. You wore a stupid, stupid robe, you and your friends.
So, I imagine the fire probably wiped anything clean. But if
Yeah.
I did a resonance check,
This guy, oh, you do, like, I'm not going to make you roll anything because you just notice this guy, he doesn't have a deck on him, which may have actually been able to survive the fire. Those things are actually pretty fucking durable. But
Yep.
more so, like, technomancers can sense other technomancers vaguely if you focus on it. Like, in the same way that
Yep.
you connected with Zombie a little.
Mhm.
Considering how long Phoenix has been dead, if it has only been a few hours, you'd have been able to recognize that he has, if he had resonance. He does not.
Okay.
Mm,
If he did have the gift, it was so weak you can't detect it. But
he's just a normie like me.
let's say you have trust in your ability to detect a a decaying resonance signal.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So he was clean on that, but Nighthawk was also clean, so he could still be controlled by the thing.
right.
All right. I have a feeling
Well.
this thing is gonna start sending messengers our way.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like an isolated accident. Also, I don't have a house now, so I guess I live at Hawk's place until
Yep.
until we have him back.
Also, it's
And
not
then-
as if your enemies have an intimate understanding of the
just a
Hawk's
sec.
Nest security.
I gotta help my parents out real quick.
I mean, listen, shh,
I mean, oh wait.
shush. Luckily, all the important things were already on my person because I don't have much. And that's why it's nice to live simple. Because if somebody burns down your house, all you lose is your futons and your one nice towel.
It was so nice though.
It was so nice.
It was actual.
I got it from a flea market and I haggled them down. The price was expensive at first, and then I was like, I see a little fuck up on the stitching here.
It was
you gotta knock
made.
that down.
It was made out of actual polyester.
It was so nice. When guests came over, they got the blanket and I would sleep with the nice towel. And honestly, the nice towel was sometimes better. It just was. I guess I send pings out to my regular visitors and let them know that my house is not an option right now, and to either reach out to their usual contacts or to hit me up, and I'll try to send them to like any friends that I have who might host them.
Sounds good. You send out the word, and the outpouring of support is great.
Oh, my babies. Everybody stay sober and mostly safe. Or safe and mostly sober.
Sober's a lot to ask these days.
100% safe. Well, 75% safe. Like, 50% sober.
I
Maybe.
feel like that's realistic.
Yeah, right?
That being said, does anybody check the news?
Yeah, I'm gonna see like what the internet has to say about this. And not in the way that Farsight would, because I can't do the fancy matrix hacking, but
No.
just looking at regular channels of information.
What's the BBC have to say about this?
That being said, like, the Seattle headlines are bad.
I bet.
Like, I mean, obviously, if it bleeds, it leads. And there's always a bunch of crazy shit going on in Seattle. But
does
like,
Puyallup have a local newspaper?
yes.
It's okay if it's like a conspiracy theory one. Honestly, it's better if it's like that.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I want to say the Puyallup Herald, but no, I want to go crazier.
Yeah, go ham.
Puyallup Inquirer.
Oh god.
The Puyallup Inquisitor.
Let me get my thesaurus.
The Puyallup Skeptics.
Oh my god, that's it. The Puyallup. No, the Puyallup Prophet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna check out what the Puyallup Prophet has to say about it.
The Puyallup Prophet. It goes ape. It's going ape shit. It's just like building at Northwest Jasper Gate burns down. Fucking tragedy. And like a lot of the news from the Puyallup Prophet is written very like journalist standards. Nah, man.
No, it's written like how I talk.
Right. Like there's also like, so like in journalism, you're supposed to use neutral language to be like,
oh no,
we are just here to deliver information. You can come up
This
with
is
your
more
own
like
ideas.
an opinion poll paper.
Right. But the whole thing is just opinion. Just like it's super fucked up to see that, the building at Northwest Jasper Gate burned down. It was a nice part of a bad neighborhood. It was a golden gleaming beacon in a sea of shit, and some fucking maniac burned it down. Burning down someone's apartment is one thing. Burning some piece of shit alive is another. But, don't fucking run around with a bunch of gasoline, you fucking idiots. And then it goes in with in-depth instructions of how much of what kinds of fuel you should use if you just want to burn down one room.
Yes. God, I love this paper. I love my neighborhood so much.
And then you check over at the Seattle Sentinel, and top billing at the Seattle Sentinel is Tazok the Impaler Strikes Again.
Nobody gives a fuck!
Some people give a fuck. You might give a fuck about this one.
No, I give a fuck. I'm also salty.
13 dead bearing the mark of Tazok the Impaler. Dead in one night. Strangely, and like it goes on and on about the victims and who they were, and it's just like bloody spree of destruction trails from First Global Sandstorm Way to East Phoenix Vista. And like they can draw like an entire like map of the points on which like this person did their killing spree, but like they're mostly confused because, as they said, the deceased bear the mark of Tazok the Impaler, who was a renowned serial killer who struck downtown Seattle 5 years ago, and after they caught him, they gave him the fucking chair, or gas chamber, or hung him, or whatever. He was definitely executed. They killed this guy.
Got a copycat.
Right. He was an unrepentant and just like thoroughly mentally ill orc. Like it's very difficult to get upset with him. he was so divorced from reality. Like,
Right.
you can't, like,
Right.
you know,
It's like getting mad at a tiger for eating.
right. Like, the dude had no sense of right and wrong.
Right.
Like, you know, he was talking about 12th dimensional demons and how they inhabited the bodies of women and shit. Like,
Yikes.
this guy was fucking off the wall. And, like, they called him the Impaler because, like, he killed everybody with a single shot to the spine.
Oh, gross.
So it would go through the
Also
spine.
well done, though.
Right. It would go through, it would shatter the spine, pierce the stomach. And, you know, he just used his brute strength to overpower elven and human women. And just, like, disgusting, crazy, but also, like, he wasn't quote unquote evil.
Right. He was a violent force, but not a malicious. Malicious, but not an evil force.
Right. Like, it is hard to describe his actions as evil.
Not one who knew right from wrong and did wrong anyways.
Right.
One who only knew wrong as right.
And, like, after he died, they performed an autopsy on him, and they found that he had some sort of very large inoperable tumor. Like, the dude was fucked.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I can understand why my house didn't make headlines then.
Right. And, like, he was sinless. He fell through the cracks. Like, his madness had so overtaken him, they don't even know what his real name was.
Right.
So they just called him what he called himself, Tazok the Impaler. And I mean, if you want to do a deep dive on how fucking crazy this dude was, be my guest.
I mean, I think I'm okay for now.
Yeah.
My house did just get burned down. Normally, that would be Chatterbox's thing. She'd be like, oh my god, tell me about this serial killer. But right now, she's like,
Maybe tonight we'll watch a true crime trio.
There is definitely a true crime trio dedicated to Tazok the Impaler.
Chatterbox is probably just going to want to therapy binge watch Razor Girl Weddings tonight, wrapped
Also,
up in a not as good towel or blanket as the towels and blankets at her place.
And like they did a bunch of interviews with him before they executed him. And just like he would go on and on talking about how the spine is where evil lives. The demon gets inside you, and it can't exist in the brain because that's where you are. But the spine sends the signal through your body. So I was just really trying to free these women, but I just couldn't. I ain't a surgeon, but I knew what I had. I had to do what I had to do.
Oh, that's just sad.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'd rather go back to reading about my burnt down house, frankly.
Fair enough. But I mean, like. That
it might cheer me up more.
Like, this is some weird, fucked up copycat, but like, it's not the only story. Just like crime wave strikes Seattle.
Yeah.
Like crime wave strikes Seattle, big letters, top of the thing, front page. Tazok the Impaler strikes again.
Yikes.
That being said, you can tell. So you check the Puyallup Prophet. The Seattle Sentinel and the Redmond Reader, and like the Redmond Reader like also describes some other fucked up shit going on, but it's hard to tell whether that's an uptick or just Redmond as business as usual. Right. That being said, like it's difficult to determine exactly. It's difficult to determine. It's difficult to determine where things are worst just because of journalistic quality.
Right.
Like in Redmond and Puyallup, you're dealing with people who just like hear stories and report on them.
Right.
For the most part, the most journalistic integrity you'll get is like, hey, the Puyallup Prophet, they usually don't straight up lie.
No, they're just telling you what they heard on the street.
Right. Well, no, they do a little bit more investigation than that.
Oh, good.
So, like, what you see in the headline is probably a thing that actually happened. But once you start getting into, like, the body of the article, and they start saying, motherfucker, those goddamn ghouls coming out of the sewer, stinking up the place.
Oh, God, I hate when they get on the ghouls.
Okay. Maybe that's not actually what's going on. But that being said, when they do report of a strange odor that's been going through First Libertyville Road, like that's legit. That's definitely true. But everything past that, you're playing with fire. Same thing with Redmond. Like the reporting there. I mean, the reporting there is even worse, just because you're more likely to, snitches get stitches around there. Only the bravest. If only Seattle had Dub's word on the street, but that's a Las Vegas publication. And then the Seattle Sentinel is a decent enough rag. You have to be careful when they get into corporate news. But I mean, like if any upper crust is reporting on a corp, you can't trust it.
Right.
It's like when NPR is talking about the military. Yeah, we get it.
Right. Pick something new.
Right.
Gotcha.
In my experience with NPR, whenever they're like interviewing someone from the military, they go a little softball on them.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's just like, you're not gonna press them on that? Okay, all right, fine, whatever.
Right.
And I mean, like, hey, I love NPR. Cross my heart, hope to die. NPR is the fucking best. But like, critique everything. Everybody's got a weakness. For NPR, it's the fucking Pentagon. And for the Seattle Sentinel, it's corporations.
That checks out.
I mean, like, that being said, like the Puyallup Prophet and the Redmond Reader, I mean, the news you get about corporations isn't accurate, but the sentiment is good.
They'll go off.
Right, go off, Queen, go off.
Go off. That's what happens when you read the Puyallup Prophet. Is you just halfway through stop and go like, yes, Queen,
yes,
go off. Yes.
Oh God, what a rag.
Oh.
But yeah, as I said,
good neighborhood.
A lot of bad news going around today. Sort of just like tensions.
Today is just a no good, very bad day.
Today is a no good, very bad day, and it's only just begun.
Terrible, horrible, very bad, no good day.
And that's where I'm gonna cut it.